تذكر يوما كنت تعانق دمعة الفكر، تناجي الله في صبر وترجو رحمة تسري، فعاش القلب إخلاص.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome back, brothers and sisters. And this is our fourth live stream after Ramadan, and I hope you enjoyed our last stream. And today, just like before, we have come with a new topic with of Tawheed or Trinity fundamentals. Not fully concept of both ideologies, but fundamentals. So, if you someone ask about Tawheed, Tawheed is basically about belief in one God, whereas Trinity is much different. Like it is belief about single God, but it comes in a three different forms, which persons which are co-eternal and co-equal. And so, before we continue, uh, let's go to the chat. So let me bring up Surah Al-Ikhlas. So first we are going to get through the Surah Tawheed. Here we go. So here we have Surah Al-Ikhlas, Sahih International Translation. Here you can see. So let me open the translation. Wait a second. Uh, Sorry guys for not uploading today's YouTube short. So I basically had technical difficulty for getting today's YouTube short out and on TikTok also. So Bismillah, we have our first verse here, which says Qul huwa Allah. This is the before continuing. This is the first surah which every Muslim girl or boy learns at the masjid or home, and it is the surah that we Muslim recite at every prayer of the five daily prayer. So before starting, the first verse is Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Say, O Prophet, or say He is God the One. So actually, this first verse is telling that God, the creator of the universe, is one. So some so as we have established that there is a necessary existence, but someone says that, well, as we have established that there could be a necessary existence, so how could be how many are there outside? So so our belief is one. So but some may argue that how many are there. So the Quran explicitly refutes this claim for being one God, and it's clearly state that in chapter number 21, verse number 22, that if there were multiple existing deities or existences, the this whole universe would be in chaos. Like, let me show you. Let me show you an example. Let me open the surah. The exact words where we can find the refutation of that there could be only one God, not many. Uh, but wait a second. Let me share the screen. as you can clearly see on the screen, which state that this is the chapter number 21, verse number 22, Surah Al-Anbiya, which said that had there been any God in the heaven and earth apart from Allah or the God, the order of both the heaven and the earth would have gone to winds. Glory be to Allah. So this verse is saying that if there were not supposedly three or two, let's take two gods. So this whole universe would be in chaos. Let me uh, clear this with giving a example. Like if a person is driving a car, or if a country has so every country has a single prime minister. If it has other than one prime minister, maybe two, so one could say. Sorry guys for the interruption. So, what I was going, if there were more than one prime minister, as for example of a country, so the one prime minister would would command to would command the army to go this side, or command the country differently or other. So the whole country would be in chaos. So, as we have established that there could only be one God, not many. So, this is mainly the first belief of our Tawheed, which said that God is one. And let's go to the second verse. Wait a second. Allahu Samad, God the Eternal, or Allah the Sustainer by all. So, this verse is saying that. Wait a second, let me share the screen. I forgot. My mistake. Here you go. Allah the eternal refuge, which means that um, um, yeah, here the Allah the eternal refuge, which says that Allah is eternal. He has no beginning and he has no end. He is there since he was never born. He was there since he was. There is no concept of time for him, and he was there and was there, and he has no beginning and has no end. And we can logically come to that and rationally come to that conclusion that necessary existence must by default must be one, must be eternal, because if he is not eternal, that he could not be default by default, because God does not uh, cease to exist, or does not die, or does not be, cannot be born. And let's continue with the next verse. Lam yalid walam yulad. He begot no one, nor was he begotten. This is the a very nice example for establishing previous point that he was never born. He was neither begotten, and he neither begets anyone. He has no father. He has no mother. He neither begets, because begetting or to be begotten is our state, and it doesn't apply to God. And the next verse, "Walam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad," clearly replies to this previous verse, that there is none comparable to him, which state that Allah is not dependent and Allah is not like his creature, which means he cannot beget or cannot be begotten. And this is called the touchstone of theology, and this is what we Muslim believe, that we Muslim believe that the concept of Tawheed, this does not sums up all the concept of our Tawheed, but it sums up all the fundamentals, not all concept of God. Um, Guys, I am taking some break. Sorry guys for that interruption. I was um, just eating with my mom. Sorry for that inconvenience. So let's continue. Uh, as we have established that the Tawheed concept, now we are moving on to the Trinity. So basically, Trinity is all about it's they believe in one God, but they believe that God exists in three persons: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Which is the Son is called Jesus Christ. So. mm so we cannot these this concept of God Trinity, these concept of God cannot be established through without any foreign intervention, and whereas the Tawheed can be established rationally and uh, uh, easily and for instance, if we conclude that Trinity is the true, we can easily debunk it because the Trinity has some illogical like have some illogical beliefs like if God exists in three persons, so this doesn't make sense because if Jesus died on the cross during the three nights, what happened to the pre-existing God? These questions cannot be answered by Christians. So wha- that's why Trinity does not make sense because these concept of God, just like I previously mentioned, cannot be established without any foreign intervention, whereas Trinity is can be established without any foreign intervention. So this is all for today, and hope you like enjoyed. This is the part one, and we are going to uh, and inshallah on Monday we are going to do make a live stream on part two on Trinity or Tawheed. Allah Hafiz. That's for today. Let's see. Uh, uh,
تذكر يوما كنت تعانق دمعة الفكر تناجي الله في صبر وترجو رحمة تسري فعاش القلب